Yo, don't know why it glitched out once again. The intro to this, I don't get it. I'll have to look into why it got stuck. It might be because I'm mining Monero on purpose, maybe.
Why are you mining Monero and trying to stream at the same time?
Yeah, it seems to work though.
Used to. Now your computer is just old as hell.
Oh yeah. Let's not talk about computers here.
It's almost as bad as my computer. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, that Threadripper's outdated, dude. You need to upgrade to a 3950X.
Right. This way I can properly mine
3950.
Monero.
Do they have a 3970 yet?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
The highest I think you can go right now is the 3950X.
X, yeah.
Well, Nefarious, I wouldn't really say that because I'm still mining Monero right now. Yeah, it's a baller.
But while mining Monero, we didn't have our intro. Thanks.
Mark's got one of those. Mark's got the 39.
It does it every once in a while where it like hangs up with OBS.
X on both of them, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think his son's mining with one of them. He's been solo mining. Mark, is your son still solo mining with that 3900X?
Nice.
That'd be really.
Heck yeah.
Nice. Nice.
That's awesome.
Because he was hitting a couple blocks like a day or a week or whatever it was.
Solo mining, nice.
Yeah, solo mining on Varus because the newest algorithm change of Varus is only like really CPU mined, so has its benefits. And the 3900s and the 3950 X's do really well.
Hey, Nefarious, are we really choppy right now?
It's not. I see my frame output's perfect.
Looks good.
It looks fine to me.
What did you do?
I'm looking at it live right now, so it's not my computer.
I'm watching it too. It's fine.
Whatever.
I've actually had a few issues.
I think you're crazy.
Every once in a while,
right
I have an issue with YouTube, where the frame resolution just absolutely is garbage.
Cakes of poop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nefarious says that it's not as smooth as normal.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's on your end.
Because
Nefarious.
So apparently, even a powered USB 3.0 hub does not like to work with OBS and 3 cameras. I lose my keyboard and soundbar. Yes. I have actually ran into that same issue. I have a powered USB 3.0 hub, and I cannot plug 3 cameras into that plug.
If it's
I can only plug one camera, one microphone, like my keyboard and mouse.
If it's the same
cameras on the other plugs.
Yeah, if it's the same camera, you don't want to plug it into it because it's got a real similar call out for the computer, so the computer gets confused. Now I run 2 cameras on mine. Now the way that I worked around on this is I've got a front USB header on my on the tower, and then I've got a rear. I've got one camera plugged into the motherboard and one into the USB front panel header to split the cameras up. That is the only way that I know as a workaround.
Or you can throw a 4-port 3.0 on one of your PCI Express.
Right, and that would help out too. You need to split up your workload. The keyboard and mouse
2 Logitechs, both the same.
And if your keyboard and your mouse are also Logitech, it'll start really getting confused with all the Logitech getting plugged in the same spot.
Yo, Native's in the house.
Yo,
buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah, I can't even plug two of my Logitech cameras into the same hub. I have to physically split all of them up. One in the hub, and then one in one jack and one in another jack. To effectively use all 3 cameras.
I actually tried to plug because on my case I've got 3.0 and then the 2.0. So I was like, let me just plug one in each one of them. It's still goofed up because the header is plugged into the same spot on the motherboard. So
it really can't be any close to the same device.
Right.
It's just like, what is this?
Right.
Computers are dumb. They do exactly what you tell them to.
Right. Unfortunately, right.
Yeah, the PCIe card worked for BitNative, which is true. There are workarounds. You can rename the physical name of the camera.
That sometimes helps.
Sometimes it works, but it's not guaranteed. And the moment you unplug it, usually it forgets and you have to redo it again.
Of course. It's like, hardware change, warning.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
So hey everybody, go ahead and smash those like buttons. We got 13 people watching now and only 10 likes. Come on.
14.
You guys are behind.
Have you watched that show, Nim?
What? Lost in
No,
Space?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. I actually watched a lot of those episodes when they were like old school new.
So not the one on Netflix.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
on
watch
Netflix.
TV.
Not TV, it's Netflix.
I don't even watch that. I have. It's really sad because I have Netflix. Or no, we got the Amazon Fire Stick. I'm sorry, we got the Fire Stick. So yeah, I don't watch.
Obviously, because you've seen Lost in Space.
No, Lost in Space
Danger,
is
Will
old.
Robinson.
Lost in Space
he
is
saw the
old.
old one. The classic.
Oh, the classic.
Well, there's a new one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new. I've seen the old school when it was new.
I have not seen the.
And then there's the movie back in like the 90s. And then there's this new one on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the new one on Netflix.
Yeah. I don't watch.
My
that.
oldest son
That takes
and
up
me watched
valuable Bitcoin info time away from me.
Yeah, that's right. It's okay. It was.
I could be reading white papers, damn it.
Right?
Yeah. See, BitNative agrees with me. There's 3 versions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Nefarious said F that movie. I liked the movie.
Yeah.
It came out when I was a kid. It was very enjoyable as a kid.
It's very enjoyable.
I still like Back to the Future better though.
He says the new 60s is on par with the 60s run. So, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, they have some good actors too.
Yeah, the newest one. I really like them. It's good.
I haven't seen second season though, so don't spoil it for any.
Oh, okay.
Don't do it.
I've seen it all the way through.
I would like to know if Jay could tell me: Are we ready for a Bitcoin blast off? Or are we dropping further? Is this a fake out or a blast off, dude? I mean,
Fake out.
you're the weather. You're the forecaster here. Come on. We're holding you accountable. You have to be our guru.
Can you go ahead and switch your background image to that cool, weather image?
The chart.
Right?
No, not the chart, but like the cool weather image. Is that even possible?
It is.
He'd have to actually upload it into Zoom.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and Nefarious is trying to say that that we're gonna bounce off of 9K and then rocket off from there. But the man also is got a lot of wishful thinking, I think.
I wishful thinking that will crush some souls
Bitcoin.
going down back down to 1500.
3D Camper
some
thinks it's a
souls.
blast off time. We're gonna start rocketing off.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about.
Nefarious said it's just the breath before the RIP.
Death rattle.
That's right. Oh, never mind.
And we flushed.
Yeah, I don't know. It's we could just be taking a breath and moving up again. I don't know. The moving averages are all looking good still. So on the daily chart.
The moving averages might look good, but what about that volume?
Well, yeah, you got to have volume if it's gonna go up.
But
If we don't have no volume, it's
But
it's gotta go
we
down.
don't really have a lot of volume for this pump. I've looked back on the charts to when we were really pumping, and there was a ton of
There's a lot of
volume.
right.
And we're not for this pump. We're not seeing any volume. So do you think it's just people trying to price in that happening that's happening in what 103 days or something like that?
Could be.
So Mark says it's going to
speculation.
drop so he can buy some more.
Well,
I'm
no,
right
it
there
might-
with you.
It might pump again because shit coins are going down.
Oh!
And when shit coins go down, it's usually because everyone's putting back into Bitcoin.
Oh, this is a long stretch.
Nefarious is right though. Nefarious is right. If we do go down, our first support is 9,000, and then if we break that, look for 8,100 area.
Yeah, we've been building up all this median support now, so it's not just gonna fall all the way back down to.
Or do you think we're just gonna Bart
3,500.
Simpson it out from here?
It is setting up pretty good on the daily. Too.
Yeah, it is. I'm waiting for the whale dump. Be like, ooh.
And this is usually how it is. I mean, if you got everybody on YouTube all talking about it going up, odds of it going down are a lot.
Pretty high.
Right, the whales are going, wait for it, now, crush
You
some
only need
dreams.
10,000 more people to buy in, and then we can crash it out.
Right, be like, I'm gonna take somebody's money, and now. Some newbie now hates us.
You guys said it was a good time to buy. I bought a 9K and got wrecked.
I have a feeling you need to just start doing a tick marks ahead of schedule, and then just tell Gundy how many you did so he can catch up.
Maybe. Can we go ahead and add 5 more for you, Gundy? So
Give you a little cushion, that's all.
I'm sorry, I gotta use proper terminology.
proper terminology.
Well, it was coined by the United States government, you know.
Yeah, right.
Look,
And-
you can't use the F word anymore. You can't use the F word.
patriotic.
You know, just spell it out.
Patriotic.
Right, but shite coins.
Holy shite.
Look, as Jay said, we should just call them crap coins. Because poop coins, poop coins just sounds
No bueno.
just sounds
Coins
weird.
sounds like elementary school. You know, at least crap coins sounds, you know.
We should just call them duty
It's somewhat professional.
Duty.
Well, I mean, I'll just go ahead and put one mark down for myself because shitcoin is a real thing.
Ready?
And if I gotta pay the piper every time I use it, then whatever.
I mean, not only has the
it's the
government
cost.
said that that's okay, but there's a
cost of
coin.
doing
There's a real
business, you know.
coin out there that's called that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And there's also a poop coin too, though.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
But what
emoji
both
and
are use
everything.
cases.
Yeah.
I know one's for cleaning up San Francisco. What's the other coin for?
I have no idea.
I know there is a poop coin. That is the thing.
So how have you helped San
There's a titty
Francisco,
coin, too.
Chris, with that shite coin?
I don't. I let
You
San
don't
Francisco
you don't
deal
own
with
no
themselves.
shite?
No,
Come on,
I let
man.
San Francisco unfuck themselves.
Oh! We'll put one down for you on that one.
And
Jeez.
I think you.
Hey,
know
what's
it's
going
never
on,
gonna
Savage Mind?
We know it's never gonna
Yo!
happen.
What's
never
going
gonna-
on, Savage?
They're never gonna.
They're
fix
too
themselves.
busy trying to liquidate all the wealth out of Silicon Valley to try to bother putting it into the lower class of, you know, not so much the low class, but the lower tiered people that live in the town that support it. You know, your construction worker. I mean, when I was out there, I watched a construction worker, homeless, sitting at the corner, dude. It's like, the look on his face was like, man, I just went to work all day, and I ain't got a roof over my head. That's horrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I hate to, like, you know, be that guy, but what the hell? If you can't make any money, what are you doing in freaking Silicon Valley or San Francisco anyway?
Yeah.
That place is way too expensive.
Oh
And,
my god, yeah. There is no way I would ever
That's why
DCA
half
into
of them
living
are
there.
homeless.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
They
what are
can't
you
afford
doing
to
there?
live there.
Why are you there? Like,
Right.
go to Wyoming, go to freaking Idaho, go somewhere where your
Where you can
freaking $12 an
DCA
hour
into your
will
life.
make you a living.
Right.
You know,
And
the
hi,
cities-
Ozzy
the cities are
Bogan
getting
Tech.
like that right now.
Yo.
It's really bad. Like, if you want to live inside the Beltway in the city, you're paying that premium, man. You're paying a super premium.
Right.
But
Oh,
where
yeah.
else can you poop on the house steps?
Just
I know.
DM me Nefarious. Like, just DM me and then take care of it.
It's an unfortunate side effect, but you know.
So for those of you on the podcast, Nefarious is just like, hey, Mikkel, you never did contact me on how much I owe you for that outburst on the stream 2 weeks ago. There's your context.
Yeah.
Well, how about you just tally some up and just
Oh, I
donate,
have the
donate next
tally
time we're
from-
doing the.
I have tally from last week, and we just went ahead and paid the full 20 outright last week. So he didn't, since he contributed last week, he didn't send any coins in. So
Right.
I'll give him the tip jar address that I have created.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to
Nice.
just kind of.
By the
Get
way,
out
in case
there
any of
and
you wrenches forgot, you're accountable to swearing as well.
Yeah, if we catch you in the live chat, man, watch out.
Right. No F-bombs.
You're gonna have to quarter up.
Right.
Quarter up.
Quarter up. Quarter up, Buttercup.
Panda.
Panda.
Finding Panda style.
Great.
Mark's like, what? No, 3D camper. No, you're not a wrench, so you don't get held
Not a
to that
wrench,
style,
so-
to that
Standard.
You're
standard.
free to use colorful language.
Feel free to get down the. One way to get a wrench is is become a Patreon member. So if you
yeah.
become a Patreon member, you get a wrench, and then we'd hold you accountable.
Right. And Ozzy
Hey.
Bogan, if you were a Patreon member, I might
As
almost
he
take
takes a
that
drink,
as an
sip,
F-bomb.
sip as I curse.
Looks like F boom.
Right? That's a bomb.
So
Oh.
Jay is currently testing our wrenches right now.
Mm.
And they are failing hard.
well, I'm gonna because
one tally for each one of them.
yep. No, you get a tally for that too.
Oh no, that's bull sniff.
So you wrote it in there. That's a tally on you.
Oh yeah,
Buddy.
I already marked it down. So that's what I leaned over for, was to mark it.
Yeah, 3D camper, you're square.
Yeah.
He says screw it then.
Oh, too funny.
But not quite in those words.
Right.
I'm keeping it PG. Yeah, giggity.
No, he said fornication
Giggity.
under consent of the king. Then.
Which is a real thing. You had to get a license for that.
Yep. That's where the term actually came from. Do you know
Yep.
how many people don't know that?
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Yep. Your effing license.
Your effing license. Turtle.
Too funny.
Turtle.
Turtle pandas.
So, I don't know if anybody is aware, but the Bitcoin.
Kobe Bryant
halving.
died. Yes, we're aware. Thank you, Crypto Mikkel.
God damn it.
No, it actually where I work, he actually had frequented several times. So he was like a very integral part of our community. So yeah.
Ozzy
I-
Bogan. He's like, I see the wrench as a pyramid scheme. Good to know.
That's right. You gotta pay to play.
You gotta pay to pay more.
It's fun though,
No.
is.
This is the only pyramid scheme that you can be a part of that you get nothing if you promote to get other people underneath you.
You don't get any
But
referral.
You can still participate in the giveaway, and then you could possibly win some of the money that you possibly have donated back in.
Right?
Plus, let's not forget that awesome knowledge that you can get access to behind the scenes.
Plus or minus 10%.
Oh yeah, and remember, if you send Jay at 1 BTC, he'll send you like 3 sometime in the future.
Yeah. Don't be stupid.
Oh, Nefarious brought up something interesting.
Don't be stupid. Only
So,
trust Jay.
so Nefarious was saying that he can't delete Jay's comment because he is also a wrench.
Oh.
So Jay, you
Only
stood
one
alone
guilty.
on that one.
I'll take
The
it
only
on
one
chin.
guilty is
Take it on the
Maybe only admins can kill wrench comments.
Right?
Probably.
find out.
Let's find out. So we are currently, guys, at 101 days till the Bitcoin halving.
So apparently, admin can delete a wrench's comment.
Since he lied, he should have to pay double. Pay for
No,
me.
we're admins, so he doesn't have more power than us.
Dang.
There can be only one.
So is Bitcoin's difficulty
Oh,
to
Gundy.
go up?
Ah, Gandhi.
That's what they call me.
Hold on, Shink.
That's what they call me.
Shink look, Shink Diesel. Misspelling it still counts.
I don't know.
Oh,
We,
shit.
I
Really, Gundy?
Shit. Can't stop swearing,
I can't press the button fast enough. Right?
Like lies.
I still gotta wait for it to like play.
Hey, if we fill up the jar right now, can we have another giveaway?
Unplanned giveaway.
I mean, technically. Yeah, theoretically
We
speaking.
could, but we would lose a marketing opportunity when you think about it.
Marketing.
Marketing. Whoa.
What do you want to get
Whoa.
paid to do this? This
Tell
What
them
are
that it's fun.
you? What are you? A slave driver?
I know, right? Damn.
don't know
And
who
Nefarious
you
it
think- I don't
is.
know who
I
you
just
think you
I
are,
just looked
Chris.
at it. Nefarious. It's 101 days, 29 minutes, and 49 seconds. 48 seconds. I'm looking at it live.
Yeah, I was watching it here too. And it's gonna be great,
Right.
you know, because the reward does happen every was it
Every 4 years.
21? It's which is about every 21, 210,000 blocks. And we're gonna go from 12.5 blocks down to
6.25.
6.25.
Ooh, that's gonna be rough, man.
Mm.
How many China places you think are gonna have to shut down?
As long as they're established and like on like renewable and have super good electric, they ain't
They'll
going
probably just
nowhere.
They ain't
Right.
going nowhere. Yeah.
They ain't
It's
going
basically what the halvening's going to do is that for people who are mining straight Bitcoin at their house, it's not going to be profitable at that
Those
point.
at-home
Miners are done.
ASIC miners.
Yeah, the at-home ASIC miners done. After the halvening, it's gonna be going to the farms or people who will pool their
Unless
hash
they
rates.
don't care about the electric.
Right. I mean, otherwise you're going to be seeing smaller at-home miners kind of banding together and trying to open up a facility to host to put their own gear in.
Do you think
Yeah.
computer companies or hardware companies are going to actually increase performance?
Oh yeah, they're talking
People
of
could do it at
they're
home.
no, it's they're not going to get enough of a performance off of it. The next
That's just gonna
generation,
cost you more watts.
yeah, the next generation of ASICs are going to be on the 7 nanometer chips. They're going to be a little bit nicer. They're going to have more hash rate on them, but they're
3,000 watts this time.
right. You're going to be sitting there taking in all the wattage
Right.
and yeah.
Even using an S17 Plus, you're using like 3,000
just
watts.
need to
Yeah.
and
we
that's
just need
not
to,
doable at like home.
I mean,
on your,
how
like 110 plug.
yeah, you got to
Like,
have
you can't
220
do that.
power.
220, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You need 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, pretty much. At the-
Gigaguts. 1.21 gigaguts.
But
Pretty
yeah, I mean,
close.
at the end of the day, you're going to need 220. I mean, unless you've got a dryer that's already running
What's
on
up, Terminal
220,
Cypher?
you're not
How
getting
are you
it.
doing,
Yo, what's
sir?
going on, my man?
No, Nefarious has a good point. He says that
Mr. Hash Rate?
you will see a lot more pool poisoning for people trying to hijack some home pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, now we just need to like start submersibles.
How much have you had to drink?
Not yet. I mean, I just got home, man.
He's like, I just got off work.
He's like,
Yeah.
my tongue is twisted.
Like I've got whiskey in this one and a beer over here, and I'm not
man.
that tongue-tied.
He said, I'm good. Drunk and tired, but I thought I'd pop in to say hi.
Yo,
hey, buddy.
thank you.
We appreciate
Thank you for
that,
joining
Terminal.
in. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work, and keep fighting the good fight
Right.
for sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. That's for sure.
Just liquid cool your ASICs, man. That's all you gotta
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, but at the same time,
For
I
sure.
mean, for the at-home miner, you
Right.
know, unless
do. You
you're
get one
a-
for at home. I'm sure if you got the loot, someone will. drop
yeah,
it off.
you know how much the small one, the smallest unit that I found was like $4,000 to $5,000.
From which
That's-
company?
That's a bargain, bro.
Dude,
Oh,
make
you,
your own
you know how
already.
much? You know how much one regular like 52U rack costs? That's just the metal frame.
I have no
Couple
idea.
thousand.
It's over $1,000.
Yeah, it's
Just
a couple
for the
thousand.
effing frame, dude. It's like $4,000
Dude,
for
don't
a
even bother
submersible
paying
is
that much
awesome.
for a frame. Literally, you could have Jay and Mikkel freaking weld that crap together, and you'd have one home built
Yeah.
for much cheaper.
I mean, that's all you really need to do is like create like a sub pump, like almost like a fish tank filtration system, and just run it with no filters, and pump that good juice through it.
you could run it with PVC pipe.
You could.
No,
Home
you
Depot.
can't. You cannot run it through PVC pipe in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, no, that mineral oil would probably
We'll
eat through that.
eat
Well,
it.
don't use mineral oil. You use
Even the synthetic stuff.
Shit.
I've done the, but I have done some research on it. You can't even use the synthetic stuff through PVC. It will eat
Yeah.
right
PVC
through it.
is not. Yeah, it's only good for poop.
Yeah.
That's what you do in it. You poop in it.
Because atomic acid won't eat through that.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Mike. Mark, you get a gold sticker for that, buddy. He said he's throwing his BTC miners in immersion cooler tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, but be
yeah.
careful. Just make sure, because once you do
Triggered
that,
by
you
PVC.
are committed to that gear, because no one will buy it after it's been the submission.
Unless they're going to be submerging it as well.
True, but yeah, I mean, how many people submersion mine?
I mean,
2?
Right.
a couple?
Yeah.
Why
But
yes?
are they at home submersion miners?
I will be soon.
I don't know.
It's just the reason why I know that you can't use PVC, because I'm gonna build one.
Yeah,
Don't tell me it already
to
ate
have
through
that
one.
universal
Huh?
fluid that doesn't like eat up your insulation of your wires. You really have to have like good fluid.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
good
We've
fluid.
we've looked
Don't
at
use
the
mineral oil.
mineral oil is temporary, and for testing purposes only.
Definitely
my
not
que-
something you can use at scale.
I guess if
giant
you wanted
fat.
to test, that makes no sense to me. Why would you test with mineral oil if you're going to use the actual,
Because you can
design-
test with like 1 to get your base numbers, what you would get off of 1, and you can just replicate that with larger scale. Because that fluid is expensive.
Yeah,
Right.
but wouldn't you have to then clean it? That freaking
Yeah,
mineral
they
oil
make
out of it?
cleaners
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, they make cleaners for it, but the mineral oil actually degrades rubber.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Degrades
Why
rubber
bother?
and hurts the board.
It was the very first
can-
thing that
yeah.
people figured out that they could put their chips into.
Yeah.
So whenever they were trying
Yeah.
back,
Yeah,
back in the
it's
day,
cheaper.
Why
and not
test
get
with it?
electrocuted.
Back-
Why
back-
test with it if you know that it's going to cause issues?
Way cheaper.
yeah,
Way
Oh, yeah.
cheaper.
$10 a
synthetic fluid.
liter for the synthetic stuff that doesn't eat your stuff. It's
And you need
$10 a
what, like-
liter. I need
liters
like
for the smallest one.
yeah.
So and then some of these tanks out there are like, like 30, 40 liters, and
And then you still have a radiator.
you still got the
You
radiator.
gotta
So
fill the radiator
that's
too. Yeah.
yeah. So there, there's like another liter.
Well, I mean,
So I mean,
everybody who's been liquid cooling their processors know, like after
You're
a
in the
couple of years,
thousands.
you got to change out that fluid, man.
Right.
Shit
And that's the
Whoa.
other thing about like
Got him.
who did it?
Gundy.
Who do you think?
Gundy always
That's
gets
what,
it.
that's what I was curious. I was like, did I say something?
Oh, mark one down for Mark.
Uh-oh, what did he do?
A bit native says people use PVC for anything. I've actually, when I used to work on cars, like I've seen intakes done with PVC piping. You're like, wow, that's some engineering.
If it works.
right there.
Works. Well,
So you can't take it off
Nothing,
'cause
nothing
it's like
quite beats redneck
fused to the
engine.
metal pieces of your intake.
It's like it's so much cheaper. Why bother? Especially in a state that doesn't have smog
So
laws.
we're getting people calling out Mark for his his second to last comment.
Oh,
He has a big radiator fan that he is
that
using.
big grass radiator.
So
Big grass.
he's got a quarter up.
Order up, cha-ching.
I'm gonna take my headphones off that way I can actually reach it.
He-
Thank you
yeah.
for being such a great sport, Mark. He's like, I'll quarter up, don't worry.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, there's different kinds of PVC that they use in cars. Mostly mobile homes because they've got the bathroom in there.
Bathroom.
Mobile homes and RVs.
Yeah. And I still can't believe that Nefarious here let me. I mean, it was awesome that he let me use this awesome 5700 50th anniversary to do some testing on it, which gold star for that one. But he gave me the like different compounds to put on the processor. Now, me and Mikkel have been preaching non-conductive. You don't want to use conductive stuff on it because
Dang, there's
conductive.
a lot of screens, Gundy.
I've got three also. I've got three of them here. But
Workstation, bro. Get on
Right?
the train.
but he gave me some stuff here that the thermal compounds to be able to help cool the chipsets off with the cold plate. Now the first one. This one you can get at Best Buy. I will not use this stuff.
Yeah, no.
Reason being is I tried that once. And then 2 days later I had to rethermal paste my graphics card
'Cause it blew
with
up.
this stuff.
MX4.
MX4.
That's
It's
the
got a
good
higher, this stuff doesn't have a very high temperature threshold on it. So I've actually got experience with this stuff.
Oh man,
that
when you
it is-
use that stuff on graphics cards, you get like a couple more temperature decreases on it.
Right.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then here I'll start off with bad, okay?
With bad.
With bad. So this is the graphite
Thermal
pads,
Oh no.
that
no.
that AMD originally actually put these on there. Problem with these is that you got to have pressure on that pad perfect, which AMD already knows is not perfect.
Yeah,
So
for the heat
that's-
dissipation,
Yes,
it's gotta be even.
Aussie
yeah.
Bogan Tech.
It's
Aussie
just like if
Bogan
you.
Tech has a question. He says DCA Venture. He says phase change, immersion cooling, like 3M fluids. Yes, that would be like the Novak fluid.
yeah, the Novak it's all right, but you have to have a sealed container because
it
you're
has to be
boiling the
vacuum
fluid, and that boiled fluid is caustic, flammable, and can kill you. So
Yeah, you can't breathe that in.
Win.
right, you do not want to be breathing that in. So they make other fluids that do not boil like that, and have a higher flash
boiling temperature.
Yeah, higher flash point and all that stuff. And you can do single phase immersion mining instead of 2-phase.
Correct. And the best thing about those is that the flash point of those works not like mineral oil where a spark will ignite the mineral oil.
Yeah.
But, underneath this stuff would be underneath like the phase and not Novak, but the other stuff. It would be more like the entire tank would have to heat up to that specific temperature. The entire tank, every single molecule in that
I've
tank
watched
would have
people
to reach
weld underneath this
that
fluid.
temperature before it would actually ignite. So makes it really easy to and safe.
And then the other thing that Nefarious gave me was Arctic Silver. Nice and conductive.
As opposed to
I'm not using that either. And then my favorite, which is really, really good. It's like one of the best CPU thermal pastes on the market.
The face on the $100 bill.
This is Thermal Grizzly, one of the best and most expensive thermal pastes out there.
It's good stuff.
But it's the Conductonaut liquid metal.
not good stuff. Good for like CPUs.
Yeah, perfect for CPUs and stuff like that. But I'm not using that either. I'm not trying to destroy something that somebody let me borrow.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah, I just got this cam link and I hooked it up. It wasn't working. I was trying to get it to stream and it crashed my computer. I was like, what the hell? But it looks like Zoom will take it as an input device.
Nice.
So Mark has a question. He's like, wow, how many screens do you need?
A minimum of 3. You need 3.
2 or 3?
No, 3.
Multitasking, man.
Not 2. You need 3.
It's like
I've got 2. I had 1 until I tried to.
So I have my main focus in front of me, and that I've got YouTube pulled up, and I also have OBS on top of it. Over here on the right screen, I am pulling all the video feed off of here as an input to OBS. And then in the left screen here, I've got all of my mining programs running here, and so I can sit there and actually look at my Raspberry Pi. I can look at my Threadripper mining while I'm streaming. Believe it or not, I'm mining Monero while streaming, which I think is like amazing. Whenever I did it, I accidentally hit play, and I didn't notice the first time I did it until about halfway through our stream. I looked over, I'm like, oh, I didn't turn that off.
Plenty of cores, bro.
I look at it down, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, my hash rate's in the toilet, but it's still mining. Instead of having 4,200 hash a second, I'm at 1970.
Hey, man. You get work done, and you still make some money.
Right.
Every hash counts.
Heck yeah.
All hash matters.
Right?
Hash matters. That's a t-shirt, by the way.
Right?
All hash matters.
Patent pending.
I'll write it down.
Just hash matters.
Patent pending DCA adventure.
Hash matters.
You can have a little hash pipe next to it and confuse people.
We'll have a pickaxe and some marijuana.
Right.
You got to get baked when you go down the mine. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh yeah.
Right. You put a graphics card, some hash. Like a graphics card, some cash, and a hot chick's bum. I'm trying to not swear
the
here.
Cleavage gets more views, bro.
Right.
That clickbait is fierce.
Clickbait.
Right? And Jay, we know you got multiple screens here. That's why whenever you got one of them rolling, your video glitches out. It's like, turn off the software.
Guilty.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta look at the charts. They're on right now. I'm not having a problem today. Shut up.
You're on 24/7, buddy. You can relax for 5 minutes.
Hey, I got a raging clue.
You
about the
relax.
charts.
He might miss a trade, an entry point or an exit point if it's off for 30 seconds. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Especially with this volatility,
Yeah.
man. You got to keep up on it.
Right?
For real? I'd be tripping.
No, we ain't trading no AT&T stock,
We ain't
No, we're
talking
not.
no slow creepers.
Yeah.
We're talking about busy
No
Bitcoin.
0.01 percenters a day. This is like,
This is
10,
10% a
10,
day.
15, 20.
Hey, as long as our forecaster has better predictions than the regular weather forecasters, we're doing good.
As long as you say it's not gonna rain and it's not gonna rain, I'm cool. If you say it's
Well, you
gonna
know
rain
what?
and it doesn't rain, oh, we ain't cool. I
Right.
get enough of that. I get enough of that where I live.
Give him some slack, though. Give him some slack. He just has to outperform the actual weatherman on the news.
Yes. I mean, they've
Plus or minus 5%.
only got to have what, like a 30% average.
Oh,
Hey, I
man,
got
you.
I'm liking
I
that
got you.
sweatshirt, bro. Washington, D.C., that's right. Represent. East Coast for the win.
Oh, speaking of represent.
Pull up the boards.
Got the Doge Lord shill.
Wait. I gotta get this one, too.
It's time for Plan B.
Wait, hang on.
Shill time. I like that
Who
shirt.
has that shirt? It's not Doge Lord. Who has it?
I don't know, man. I got most of my Bitcoin gear I got years and years ago, and I just randomly find searches online. So
Just acquired.
yeah, I mean, you really had to dig for it back then.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's like it was rough finding some good merch. It's still
Right.
pretty rough.
Just like the person who made that Eternal Hodl hat.
I know, right?
Eternally hodled.
You can't find any of that merch anymore.
Right.
All that guy has is music.
Classic edition now, yeah.
It's a limited edition.
It
OG.
is limited, yeah.
It's kind of funny because the hat that I have is the opposite color scheme as the one that he has.
The red and black and black and red.
And I have another one too.
Brian, I will take that hat from you.
Take. I hear you take.
like black and
I hear
red.
he takes
Black and red are my two
BTC.
favorite colors.
Nah, man, I hate black and red too. Don't get off my Kool-Aid.
Get off my
That was my DCA.
My Kool-Aid. Get your own.
I got mine in California.
California,
Heck yeah.
Going back to Cali.
Yo, Big, wake up. Big, wake up.
I'm up, man. I'm up.
You ready?
Ah, too funny.
Yeah.
Let me get this paper. Let's go.
Where we going?
Cali.
You know, you're not the only one that
California.
noticed that nefarious. My daughter called it out when she saw the interview last night. That Jay and I have matching headsets, totally by coincidence, and they're not even the same brand.
Whatever. They're like next door neighbors. Don't let them fool you.
No, he's got good quality ones. I got mine off of Geek.
No, just kidding.
Mine were $7.
Mine aren't real.
Yeah, mine are all taped up,
Mine are from the Matrix.
broken.
They broke. And here I just
Whoa.
think you had better quality one than mine.
Headset
Making a
twins.
liar out of me.
So you know how like you can always tell when we're in a in a bull market because all the scammers start coming out in full swing, So have you guys seen the Euro pool out in Europe actually busted a $6.6 million Bitcoin and gold fraud scheme?
Tasty.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Nice little Ponzi scheme of, hey, send us some of this and we'll send you this much more in gains.
That's just like that prince that keeps emailing me. I said, dude, I don't believe you. Please send me
Right.
proof.
Right.
He can't send you proof anymore because he died.
That's right. Dang it. I guess I'll never know. Just have to to go through life not knowing.
So people were promised between
We'll never
five.
know.
They were promised between 5 and 35% gains if you
A
sent
day?
them, if you for whatever you sent them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, you're a stupid idiot if you you fell for that. I mean,
I
holy
said
crap.
shitty.
I hope we
I
get
know.
that coin jar.
Well, I mean, it's like I saw one that was like it was on YouTube, and it was supposed to be the Ethereum Foundation. At least that's what they called
Yeah.
themselves. And you go to look in their video history, and there was no videos. They were just doing this one live stream. So YouTube has a little issue of certain crypto content creators or just certain content creators, period, don't have very good security, good passwords and stuff like that. And these people basically hack into their account, and whenever they're done hacking into the account, really, dude? That's too
Yeah.
funny. Picture in picture, gotta love it. So basically, you know, it's too
For
funny.
those of you on the podcast, Gundy's playing around with cameras, and we just saw one of
Hey,
his
I just
screens
got
and
it, man.
zoomed in on Brian.
Right?
It was
So-
literally on my doorstep when I got home today.
Nice. But these YouTube content creators are getting their YouTube channel hijacked, and you get these little scammers that come out on there, and they wipe out all the existing videos, and they leave all the subscribers in there, and then they go live. And this one that was posting as the Ethereum Foundation had send us 1 ETC, and we will send you between 3 to 5 ETC back. And then they had a wallet address that looked like a bunch of people had donated, and they had over 1,000 people watching this. And it was Vitalik Buterin talking to some other guy about Ethereum. So it looked legit until you looked at the whole Ponzi scheme that was going around it.
Was this a live stream or a premiere?
Yeah, it was a live stream.
Yeah, no, that
How'd
was
they
the
get
same thing
Vitalian-
happened to the. Like,
It was an old. It
wasn't-
wasn't a live stream of Vitalik Buterin. It just looked like it was.
Yeah.
How the hell did they fake that on a live stream?
Oh.
So basically, they took old they took old footage. You get a swear jar for that one.
Hell is not a bad word.
It's just a bad place.
It is
Right.
a bad place.
So basically, they took some old footage of
That's some
Of-
bullshit.
Vitalik Buterin having an interview with somebody, and they posted they put that on, and then they went live with it like that. So you don't have to be doing anything live to actually go live.
Yeah, that's very, very crafty.
Mm-hmm.
Very crafty.
it's like
frosty,
uploading a
my
video
friends.
into OBS and just pushing play.
Like
Yes,
it-
exactly. That's all they really did.
Like if
Okay.
it happens.
And it looks like
you
they're
shoot them
it
in
looks like
again?
they're live, you know, like somebody's like
Yeah.
doing some live footage. Hey, look, Vitalik Buterin's having a great conversation. Let me give him some of that ETC, you know, because Vitalik Buterin's not giving any away.
Buddy.
Hey, Zaza, yo!
Yo!
Yes,
I saw Zaza on Tone Vay's live stream, and I'm like, yo, I haven't seen you in a while. And he's like, man, I missed your guys' live stream. I'm like, you know, we're still doing that, right?
It's still going on.
We rebanded.
Come,
Savage.
Welcome
Show
back
me
to the
goodness.
fam.
come.
Savage Mind says those scam streams also buy/hack channels that
Yeah.
have lots of subscribers to make it look even more legit.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That they're hacking into them, and then I've found places where you can buy YouTube channels that already have 30, 50 to 100,000 subscribers already on the channel.
That's that tomfoolery.
And how much do those usually cost, though?
Probably less than what they're going to scam other people out of.
It balances out. Yeah.
Right? They just DCA into their scam, you know. It takes money to make money, right?
Always.
Gotta prime the pump before it flows, right?
gotta pay to play. Got to.
So as
Oh,
Bitcoin starts rising in price, guys, stay frosty out there, guys.
Boys.
Right,
Yeah.
gotta stay frosty out there. When Bitcoin prices go up, the scammers come out in full
Dude.
force.
When we hit
Especially,
all time
especially them Discord scams, man.
Oh my God!
Send me the bill.
They're
those,
on
those
like
free presents they want to give you.
Right, like
Those ones
they
running
like
rampant right
Discord does
Dude, they're
the
going rampant
giveaway
on
bots.
Instagram.
Yeah,
They're going
it-
rampant on Instagram. Like every time I post something for Jay, like especially technical analysis related,
Oh man, yeah.
posts
They
within
got your
5
number, bro.
minutes. And they
Oh,
say,
yeah.
"Hey, I just wanted to thank so and so. You should go trade with him." It's like, really?
oh yeah, gotta discredit everybody
No,
because
screw you.
you know because Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin, right?
I thought SB
Hold on here,
was.
hold on. I gotta.
SB just got delisted.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
know.
SB's getting delisted. Lots
They
of
are
fakers.
getting this
Love
lead
it.
listed everywhere.
Right. Kick these fakers out. Get them out.
Right, where B Trash is implementing a 12.5% minor tax now.
Ugh.
So
It's like the broom
Tech Man
handle. Please pull it
TY.
out, sir.
just said, we need to have a crypto convention, but what can we call it? Because all these scammers, we can't call it CryptoCon. We can call it the
That was
Crypto
a good
Summit.
No, they've already got that.
It's the
What?
Crypto Nation Tour. Come on.
There you go.
Everybody knows.
Call it the DCA Adventure Tour.
That's right. Coming to a city
Some
near you.
Stadium
some
near you.
city, some city in some state, someday.
Sunday.
Right. Maybe we'll have a global meetup. Oh.
Oh.
Have it all interlinked into cameras and stuff. Ooh, that would be amazing,
That'd be awesome.
right?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I'll do it from Costa Rica.
I
Right?
want to go back.
Hey, I got
It's
a
cold
question.
here. I want to go back
Were
to the
you able
warmth.
to spend any Bitcoin in Costa Rica? Did any merchants accept Bitcoin?
Okay, so here was my first
Okay.
problem. I didn't have any internet access where I was at. I was able to use
the dirty Wi-Fi at the hotel.
right, yeah. As long as I would use the VPN network on dirty Wi-Fi, you know, I was able to connect in. But I was able to talk to a lot of the locals around there, and a lot of them actually knew what Bitcoin was, believe it or not. And they didn't have anything. They just hadn't used any of it because of the fact that in the
They're
areas
all
where
huddling.
no, where they're at, they don't all of them. I mean, Costa Rica is a beautiful place. I would encourage anybody to go out there, spend time with the locals, help the locals out. They don't make a lot of money. Everything has to get imported in there. So the cost of living out there is very high. Whatever
They get screwed.
yeah, they get hammered really badly. I mean,
And not a good kind of ham.
right. I mean, think of it this way: like if you sat there and you had $100 and you changed it into their money, you'd be a multi-millionaire.
Sounds like Venezuela.
Pretty much. So I mean, in like between 10 to almost 20% of what they earn gets spent in energy. So electricity, gas for cooking, or gas in their car. A lot of them don't even drive. They all carpool because it's expensive to get a car out there, get a house.
Right.
It is. I mean, the country is beautiful,
that
though.
RV.
I mean, oh my God! In a lot of their area is national wildlife protected, so there's not a lot of area for them to also have houses. So I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, it was the people out there were amazing people, super friendly. I don't. If anybody says that Costa Rica is bad, you're just in the wrong side of town. Because they have a phrase out there, and I love it. Pura vida, which is pure life. I mean, that's one of their biggest models out there is Pura vida. It's amazing, and me and the wife absolutely enjoyed ourselves going through the jungle and everything like that. So if you guys ever have a chance, DCA into a little bit of vacation.
Nice. So Nefarious
Just a wee
suggests that we call it Blockchain Adventures, coming near you.
I like
Good.
blockchain
And
adventures.
Bitcoin Jake says, have a high-class Bitcoin event and call it Bitcoin Ball. And then Tech Man says, crypto during the day during AVN week in Vegas.
But you could
Gundy, you have a pimple. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
What's on your face, bro?
That's super zoom. I think he's having a twin.
It's growing out of me.
Go ahead, slather up some new friends.
That's right. Just give me some stem cells. I'll slather myself up.
It's like the giant in that Jack and the
I'll
Beanstalk
get a new
movie.
me.
Tech Man's like, but you can get eaten by a python. No, I didn't see anything like that in the jungle while I was out there. We went four-wheeling in the jungle. I swam at a waterfall in the jungle. That was kind of cool. It wasn't like no big giant waterfall. So.
And the crocodile accepted Bitcoin not to eat you.
Right, exactly. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything like that. No, I didn't see anything like that. And surprisingly, because we were in the dry season going there, the jungle is really dusty.
What?
Dude, me and the wife were dust covered from head to toe when we got out of the jungle, dude.
That is crazy.
No rain.
Yeah, there was
Dry spell?
it was the dry season. This time of the year is their summer. So when it's summer here in the United States, it's their rainy
Winter,
season.
Yeah.
So they don't get rain until the middle of summer for us, which meant that it was dustier than all get out. We get behind the four-wheeler in front of us, and he's just covering us with dust.
Oh, that's why you're just it up. That's why.
But no, overall, like if you walked on the ground, it was like you take a step and it was like poof. It was just
So
super.
the dust is like a fine talcum powder.
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
Iraq. That's what it sounds like.
yeah. It was like really fine dust, and it like all over me. I'm like, I got back out of the jungle, and I'm like, I gotta take a shower.
I have dirt.
I have dirt. I have dirt in places that don't see sunlight. I don't know how that's possible.
I got dirt places that's not supposed to get
But
dirt.
we got stuck in a river that we had to dig ourselves out of. So I'm like trampling around barefoot in a jungle river. Yeah, that had me just a little concerned.
Yeah, screw that.
I'm like going, there's got to be a piranha chomping on me. I could just know it. And you can't see the bottom.
Something's gonna get my feet.
Right? They're going to be like, oh, look, free lunch.
I don't know what it will be, but it'll be something.
But yeah, I mean, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I would have made the wife got out and pushed the boat.
You're expendable. Hope she's not listening.
Dude, speaking of your wife,
Just
how did she
kickstart it,
like the
kickstart
interview
it.
yesterday?
Oh, she liked it.
She looked at me sideways for most of it. I ended up getting my stuff and just going to a different room because,
Doghouse.
yeah. Before I got to the doghouse, I figured I just better get away from her.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go grab my pillow and my blanket.
So I got a
you doing?
couch in the basement.
Nothing, just getting ready for when I go to bed.
Techman, nice. You are solo mining, I take it. Hit a block on BitCash with his GT 1030.
I like what Bit Native said. He's like, it's all fun and games until you have a fish chomping on your jewels.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Maybe that's
Piranha,
what you
anyone?
want.
Had the river been that deep, I probably wouldn't have gotten out.
Nah, I'm good. It can stay there.
I'll figure out a way.
We'll
Toss
walk
me a
back.
rope. We'll swing out of here.
They're just nibbling, man. They're cleaning you up. You know?
Right. Cleaning up
Get
all
all
the
the
flesh
bacteria.
off of you. Your flesh
They're
is dirty.
trying to get all that soy sauce.
Fish kisses.
If you got all the way down real deep, something could have slammed up your pee hole.
No, that's only in the ocean. You have that microscopic jellyfish.
That's only in the movies from The Rock.
No, the jellyfish is real.
Yes, jellyfish are real, yes.
Yes, that particular jellyfish, if you even get hit by one of them, you probably aren't making it.
Oh, the sea mites are the worst, man. Like in the summertime, like they'll get inside your like wetsuit and shit.
Oh yeah. They'll be like, "Ooh, lunch. You taste just like chicken."
It's real
Chicken.
soft.
Anyone?
Chicken.
Chicken?
The Lord's chicken.
I like chicken.
This tastes like the Lord's
Spicy chicken sandwich.
Ooh, that Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich.
Dude, how much would I have to tip you to bring home like like a whole case of those spicy chickens?
From where? From where?
How much would they cost? That's what I want to know.
Well, for a certain amount of Bitcoin, he will hand deliver it to you.
Oh.
We have not
The right amount of
determined.
Bitcoin, I will
We have
drive to your
not
house
determined
with
how
my
much
stuff.
Bitcoin this would take. So that is between you and him to discuss.
What if the price violently skyrockets while he's delivering it?
Well, that just means that I hope he didn't collect payment until afterwards.
Well, that's why we
That's
agree
right.
on the Satoshis now.
I mean, that's why volatility is crazy, man. You almost have to like dollar cost it
Mm-hmm.
because it takes you 2 or 3 minutes to type in that private key to send the money. The price could change by then.
Right. I've actually experienced that one.
Yep.
Like, what do you mean it's $20 short?
The volatility, though,
Gotta
Flash
love
crash.
that. Those are the worst.
Dude, I've had it happen to me too, where like I sent it and they're like, dude, this is like $35 short. And I'm like, what do you mean? I just added. It
Yeah,
changed.
You just did
Damn
that
it.
literally like 20 seconds ago.
I did that with the Black Miner F1.
Yeah.
When I sent
Oh, yeah?
them when I sent them the coins for it, I sent them the correct amount at the time.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why you have to agree on the Satoshi amount.
You see, nobody does that though. They all
No,
want
they say
that
it's
cash
20
value.
$20. Everybody He's like,
everybody
okay,
wants
hold
that
on.
dollar.
What you do is you set aside, hey, one-on-one. You said $20, okay? That's this many Satoshis right now. You agree? Yes. Okay. And then you send it, and once it's done, price fluctuation or not, they're stuck with that many Satoshis.
Yeah, but people, I mean, that's how you know we don't have the mass adoption though, because of the fact that people are still pricing everything in fiats. So, I mean, all the evaluations to fiat. So I need $30 for this, and you just sent me $25. The product costs $30. So, I mean, until people are like, oh yeah, it's this many Satoshis for this product.
Oh, hey, BitNative, I'm not sending anybody my private keys, but you got to use them to spend it.
Word.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's a bad practice. I highly disadvise on sending people your private keys.
This is not financial advice, but don't
Not
show
one
people
bit,
that.
Don't send anyone your private keys. Unless you like them a lot and you're 100% sure they won't screw you.
And even then, I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Nefarious said that
I'll
he
put
had
it
the
in the
same
will
thing.
for the wife.
Said when he bought his Frontier from Newegg, they wanted my BTC, and I sent it, and they told me I didn't send enough.
Yep.
Well, Newegg, with their third-party vendor, takes a huge cut. It's like, I forget what it was, but whenever I looked at it at the time, I'm like, oh, no. I'm just going to dollar cost average from
Native,
work.
no one caught what? What'd you do?
What'd you do?
I probably misspoke and he interpreted it in a different direction. Said by the sign you type in your private key, the price changes. I just meant by the time I authenticated the transaction to whoever, the price changed.
Be like, yeah, all of a sudden the price dropped like $40. You're like,
You're like,
oh!
what? Damn you, 0.35%, you know?
Right. Oh man.
Oh man, don't die.
Oh god, it's like I'm on the tail end of this cold. It is horrible. Thank God I do not crave a Corona. You know, no foreign beer for me.
Corona.
Right?
Only American beer here.
I feel like I can drink a butt wiper without an issue right now because, you know, my taste buds are half wrecked. You know how you get a sinus cold and like the next thing you know you're like, I know this tastes good, but you don't taste it no more.
No, don't taste nothing.
You're like, I don't taste nothing. Then you think to yourself, man, I can drink a Budweiser, dude. Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah. I wonder how much.
Be like that one guy
how
from
much Corona beer stock plummeted.
Oh yeah, the one dude from the engineering fluids. You know, you taste
during the demo, dude. He like drug his fingers in the immersion liquid and was like, "It's so safe you can even eat it." And just
wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Craziness.
Oh yeah, you
dude,
see one dude in the crowd in the background. You see him. He's got like this horrified look on his face, dude. You're like, oh god.
Yeah.
And the
That
guy's
dude's face when he was doing this, he's just like,
yeah.
He's like, I like to do this.
Right, and the way that
One
he
of the
did
guys in the
it,
back
you know,
is
it's like, why did he not just do one finger? No, he just does the
Yeah,
two finger
double
swirl.
Double immersion, and he probably looked at you the entire time.
Right, kept eye contact.
Made it as sensual as he
you had that one guy in the very back. He's like, and I was like, that guy is on his team, and was like, we have not tested that.
He's playing with his own life.
Right.
It's so safe you can eat it. Like,
Yeah.
don't eat it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
but-
recommend it. Not on any of them.
It's not FDA approved.
The
Don't do
nigga wanted to
that.
know if I was tired. I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. It's Friday.
It's Friday. He just
My
got
80-hour
home from
week
work.
is done. 80-hour week done.
Well, we know what Tech Man's not drinking today.
Tech man, it's like it takes two to get the goo.
Goo.
Oh my god.
I got a raging clue right now.
Which way is your clue pointing?
I think the clue's over here.
Ooh, I like your clue. We're gonna follow your clue. We're so wrong. Does anybody know where that came from?
Yeah, I hope you do.
Goo.
If not, it's past your bedtime. Go to bed.
Oh god. So, anything else we want to cover? Because we are over that 1 hour spot.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I know.
Oh, no.
So,
Oh,
any
that's
other
so- that
topics
gets me.
anybody wants to hit up, or anybody in the audience here have any topics you'd like us to cover? Ooh.
Yeah, what do you guys want? Like, what's
Any
Pick
questions
one.
for us? Give them a few seconds. It's like, what did we cover today?
Cover today?
We covered a little bit of everything.
And nothing at the same time.
We covered a couple things.
Well, we
Bitcoin
covered how
halving,
much this is not good.
You know, how Bitcoin trash is.
Arctic silver, bro.
Is the
Arctic
real
Yeah,
silver.
this
Bitcoin
is
trash.
what everybody should not put on.
Oh, yeah.
Nefarious says, yeah, the stream needs to go another 30 minutes. Hey, guys, tell us in the chat. You want us to go longer?
Yeah. We're hanging. I haven't collapsed yet, so we're good.
Right.
How about this? When he passes out, we're done.
Dunk.
If you wait long enough, and maybe if I go refill this drink, maybe we can watch it on the stream. Halfway. starts out slow. It's like
once your head hits that keyboard, you accidentally sell something. We're gonna.
Oh yes, no. Don't ever keep trading platforms open while you're tired.
Has that ever happened to you, Jay?
Yeah, I've woke up in some weird positions before.
Like, I don't remember
Drooling all over
You're like, man, I did not know that I was gonna go 10x long on XRP.
No, I've never done anything that retarded.
I just traded all my Bitcoin for BSB. Dang it.
Why did I do that?
I shorted Bitcoin in a bull market? What?
No, I have a habit of like falling asleep and putting my hands on my wireless keyboard and then just putting all my weight on it and then just like kind of slouching over and everything's all kind of
whenever you've got the F key on your forehead, please take a picture.
Wakes up and his monitor's rotated upside down. Like, how did that even happen? To do that, you gotta press like 4 or 5 keys down at once.
Right? Press F for success.
You're using the
says
microphone
if you
as a
stay-
pillow. And
Harry says if you stayed to the end of his last stream, he did pass out for 5 minutes. Ozzy asks, what are our thoughts on privacy coins? And then Tech Man said, I drank an Ultra that had been open for 2 days in the fridge, and now I know how they make Bud Light.
Oh man.
I'll agree with that.
And Ozzy, my thoughts on privacy coins. I absolutely love them. Not so much that, oh my God, I'm trying to hide anything that I'm doing. It's just that who cares? I mean, realistically, at the end of the day, if I bought a graphics card, who cares if I sat there and bought a new computer monitor, or I bought some car part or some subwoofer stuff for my car? They don't need to know that, and why not use a privacy coin to do that if you don't want the world to know how much technology you have?
Here's all you need to know. Privacy
Public ledgers. Watch out.
Doge Lord approved.
Right. I mean, think about it. Fiat currency is a privacy coin. Because there is no real...
Taxman cares.
The taxman cares only what you earned.
God
So-
damn right he does.
What you
The
spent
fiat
it
is
on,
only- is
what
only
you
like
spent
that
it on,
when
they
you
don't
take it out
care
of the
what you
bank.
spent your fiat on. They just want to know how much did you earn this year. So if you
So they
decided...
can take their 30% and rob you.
Right, but they don't care that,
Taxation is
if
theft.
not telling anybody to ever do
Correct.
this, but if you were to buy a prostitute or something,
Oh,
right?
that's a big
slavery.
extreme.
Paper services from the Lady of a Night.
It's just entertainment.
Right?
Just entertainment for an
they
hour,
don't
that's
they
all it
don't
is.
know that. And they don't know that same girl rolled up your dollar bill and went with it too.
And how many people before you holded that dollar
And did the same
that?
thing. I mean, go ahead, drug test a dollar bill.
And I mean,
Don't
it's
smell
a
it,
shame,
just
but-
drug test it.
You know what you will never catch with a privacy coin? The flu. That's what you won't catch.
You won't catch herpes
coronavirus.
either. So I mean, for us, I mean, we don't mind. We like privacy coins. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. It's only if you do something that hurts somebody else that makes them bad. And it's not the privacy coin's fault. It's yours. If you're doing something bad or illegal.
Techman says prostitutes are a great way to use Bitcoin. She just needs her QR code for a tramp stamp.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
They actually have some dancers that have the QR codes tatted on them.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that I heard about them is after 2 years, the QR code doesn't match.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
it'll start to fade
Stretch
or
marks.
stretch.
Yeah, it'll
or-
stretch out, whatever, you know.
Skin is not a good medium to keep a
Right, your
it.
your skin grows a little bit, and I mean, I'm not even talking about somebody who is gaining weight. I'm just talking cell generation. It'll just kind of stretch out in certain areas.
QR codes have a lot of little detail in them that they need to pick up.
Yeah. They only work for like 6 months very well.
hold
Well,
on.
you
You
just
just
gotta
said
keep
2
getting
years. Is it
retatted.
2 years or 6
Yeah,
months?
no, 2 years without, for sure, without 2 years is the maximum that they work for.
According to what resource?
The girls that have talked about it.
You better tell them to get on that treadmill and get it right and get it tight.
No, they were like sometimes you had to like stretch their skin out because their skin got too tight in that area, so they had to stretch it out to make the form come back.
The fairy says they have temporary tattoos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Temporary QR code tattoos.
Temporary.
Temporary.
It's empty.
Temporary.
It's starting to work.
Temporary, guys.
I'm hunting rabbits.
Wabbit. Those wet silly wabbits.
Nefarious. There was the early day adopters of the QR tats. They were permanent.
Yeah, they weren't doing temporary back then.
That's almost as smart as those guys
you can no
that
longer
get
send
the.
BTC to that address anymore.
It's almost as smart as those guys that get the barcode tat on their back of their
Barcode.
neck.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
are you guys
You're digging
serious?
deep for that one. That's 90s right there.
Dude, I saw. You want to know why I
That's all gonna
said?
blend together.
You want to know why I said that? Because I saw somebody walk into my work about 3 weeks ago, and I saw him. He had a bunch of tattoos all over him. Then he turned around and walked away, and I was like, "Oh, get out of here! We got a QR code. I mean, barcode." I was like, and it was fresh. I wanted to ask him, was that a touch-up?
He was removing a name, I swear.
Right?
Did it for him.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
That's funny.
So Ozzy says a business needs the ability to not tell everyone what all their financial ins and outs are.
Yes.
Yeah.
The world does not
that.
need to know how much you're saving so that they know how much that they can steal from you.
Oh, the Techman says the QR code changes and you accidentally sent your payment to Juan the drug lord instead.
He'd probably be like, I don't know why I got this, but thank you, somebody.
Or maybe you really wanted to pay Juan because he was hooking you up with some business. You wanted to stay private.
He got her that extra score, so
Well, you know,
he's like, I'll just switch our QR codes out tonight.
he heard
So all my tips will go to you.
Yeah. The privacy coin's probably better than Venmo, you know.
You know what really would drive mass adoption? Is if drug dealers actually started having QR codes to pay for the drugs.
How do you know they don't? When was the last time you went to a street corner and purchased illicit materials? There you go.
He's
You
in
don't know.
California. He can just
When
walk
it
to a
shows up-
store.
when it shows up in Hollywood, when it shows up in a movie in Hollywood, you know.
Those hippies.
Hey man, all I know is that the Silk Road still exists, even though they locked up the guy who supposedly started it. It's still there,
Yeah,
and
that
they
poor
still
kid,
take
man.
a crypto.
Free
for it.
Ross.
Yeah, free Ross.
That's so fucked up.
Oh.
It is
It
kind of
is,
funny
man.
that his mother still parades around for him, you know,
Trying to get him out.
because she's like, well, he wasn't doing anything illegal. He only made a platform that didn't censor people.
It's just the blind
Yeah.
ignorance of the United States government, you know.
No, they just wanted to make an example out of him. That wasn't blind ignorance.
Gundy's right. It is totally fucked. The guy who made the second Silk Road did the same thing and only got probation.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And he was 10 times bigger. 10 times bigger than the original Silk
It's
Road.
because the original
up,
Silk
man.
Road had, 3 hits called on it, and they're trying to say that it's because of him.
Well, that was because of them dickheads that blackmailed
Those
him. They
schlong
blackmailed
heads.
him.
Yeah.
The guys that stole his laptop and all that, you know, they're the ones who did that, not Ross.
But the problem is that he couldn't prove that somebody else did it.
Right.
And that's
They
what got
can't
him.
prove that he did.
Show me the taxable event.
Right. But they
Show me
can
that
prove that it
transaction
was
ID.
his program that facilitated it all. So, nail him to the cross for it. First
they
mover
wanted-
advantage got him.
That's why.
I mean, think about if they were to find this Satoshi Nakamoto.
Well, I mean, everything is used. Everything is used for nefarious acts. Facebook is effing used for nefarious acts, and
Yes.
they're
Or
not going to
cars.
prison. Are they going to prison?
No.
they're not.
There has been murders done on Facebook where you have
Facebook
gangbangers.
Live.
Yeah,
Facebook Live murder.
right, and they have gangbangers chasing each other through Facebook Live.
Yeah, like, why does he got to be singled out?
Right, Mark Zuckerberg just gets pulled into Congress because of Libra coin. Not that he was a
we need to
security
talk to you,
risk.
sir. Be like, what do you want to talk about? Every time I go up there with you guys, I start trying to explain to you what's going on, and you look at me confused.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You're trying to
is he
compare
talking about?
It's like you're trying to compare Facebook to a bank. I don't get this.
Why are you comparing these two things? We don't understand.
Nefarious says they got kids killing themselves on Facebook.
Yeah, well,
dude,
YouTube
so
too.
bad.
You have that. What was it? That one thing that like kids were seeing, and like it got a few kids to commit suicide over it. I don't know what the heck it was.
No cults allowed. You gotta. BitNative says you have to have enough money to buy your way out of the charges.
Yeah, that is
That
true.
is true. That is true. It's the cost of
And
business these days.
Ross did not have a whole lot of Bitcoin to sell.
Yeah.
He wasn't
provide-
big time
that's
enough.
because he was providing the service,
Right.
service for the people. And see what happens when you stick your neck out for people.
Right. You don't make
What
a whole lot of
happens when
money
you're
and you get
pioneer?
shafted.
Yeah.
And if you
That's
really
fine.
go onto the Silk Road, if anybody's ever seen the Silk Road, it's not all illegal stuff.
No.
And that's what's really a real big, huge misconception about it, is that you just have unlicensed stuff on there that they want to deem as being illegal black market, and it's a legitimate product. But this person didn't want to go buy the licensing to be able to distribute it.
So TechMan says banks won't tolerate the high level of a threat. Facebook with money movement would be a worldwide platform, and they would lose those fees.
Oh my God!
They
Yeah.
would lose more than fees. They would completely be wiped out.
Right.
They would
You
become
you
obsolete.
have like 1.6 or 1.7 million people actively using the U.S. dollar. There are 2.2 million people actively using Facebook.
2.2 billion.
Or billion. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would be wiped
be?
out. Wiped out
They would
overnight.
be the bank. There wouldn't be anyone else. They
Right.
would be the monopoly.
That would be the world currency.
The world governments would make them, diversify, so they would call them monopoly. It's the same thing they did with Microsoft back in the 90s. They made them split.
Yep.
No, they would just do a hostile takeover and say, okay, we run Facebook now.
Yeah, right. Good luck. Facebook just pays the fine. Business is normal.
Facebook wouldn't do anything but people with armed guns coming in saying, we run it now.
Right.
We're the government. We're in charge.
You
Get out.
Facebook owns this.
It wouldn't be possible.
You never know.
Most of these companies have multiple entities all over the world. Like, you can't just shut one down and expect it to go away.
Right.
The smart
not
ones are
gonna happen.
decentralized.
Right, because you got
All of them are.
you have Europe, the European Union, trying to break up the monopoly called Google, and that's not working too well.
Google?
Yeah, Google. They're trying to break them up, saying that they are too big of a company that controls too much of the internet.
And then Google turns around and say, F you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
There's nothing that they can do.
Nope.
Can't stop us.
It's that G coin though.
Right? Yeah, waiting for that Google coin.
Yeah, when G coin, guys.
Right? They got the entire world. They got the entire world using Google, and
It did, man. It's like the #1 browser for what?
for a long
20
time.
years now.
Yeah.
Everyone's just getting smart now because they hate those freaking, solicited ads.
Hey, Nefarious, what are you talking about? He says Roger Verse was sending illegal products over the mail when he was following the postal system code. And
Yeah,
he's still
fireworks.
considered an ex-con. Oh, really? Fireworks?
Yeah, fireworks.
Or fireworks of some kind. I don't think it was actually like stuff that you like a fireworks show. I forget exactly what it was.
If a
Some
firecracker
mortars.
crosses state lines, you're a felon.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. A
But
bottle
it's funny,
rocket.
like, it used to be like in PA and stuff over here. Like, if you had an out-of-state ID, you could buy fireworks there. But if you were a PA resident, you couldn't buy fireworks.
Oh,
They
no!
sold
What
them
I
in
like,
PA.
what I like, it's my favorite one. Okay, so if you want to go to Wisconsin and buy fireworks out there, they'll let you do that on your with your driver's license. As long as you're over 18, you can buy fireworks.
Well,
And-
no
and-
different from South Carolina.
Oh, no! It
You
gets
go
better.
from North Carolina
It-
to South Carolina,
it-
buy
it-
fireworks.
it
and
gets
head back
better.
North.
No, it gets better. You see, you're not legally allowed to drive around with it unless you have a fireworks license. So they sell you a $10 license to be able to put it in your car. And this only allows you to drive it around. It does not legally allow you to fire them off. It's
No.
illegal to fire fireworks off in Wisconsin.
Yeah, but you can transport them with the license.
Yeah, you could transport it, except if
So
you
they just
cross
print
state
you out
lines.
one while you're there and
Except
charge
if you
$10.
cross state lines. If you cross in Illinois, they confiscate your fireworks.
Oh. Dope.
They're like, yeah, this is only a transportation license in Wisconsin. Welcome to Illinois. There ain't no Bitcoin that's getting you out of this one.
Oh, you know the police officer can give you a ticket for a firearm violation.
Yeah.
For a bottle rocket.
Yep.
So
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like an air-pressured bottle rocket.
No.
like a bottle rocket.
Regular bottle
Light,
rocket.
Fire off into the air.
Yeah.
You get a firearms charge for it in Virginia.
Yeah, my one buddy my
It's
one
on my
buddy
record, bro.
he got arrested because we got caught firing off fireworks. And the cop's like, oh, you guys can't be doing this. So we're trying to clean up the area where we're blasting them off at. And my buddy grabs a box. And it still had one mortar in it. He didn't check the box when he threw it into the fire. And as the cop is walking by, it goes off in the fire pit, sending ambers everywhere. And they just immediately take him to the ground and arrest him. It was like a $1,200 fine.
I was only
Firecrackers.
trying to destroy everything.
Yeah, we were just trying to clean up, and yeah, they caught him on setting off a firework. It's like, are you kidding me?
My teenage years were very interesting because every time a cop would run my record, it'd have a firearms charge on it for bottle rockets. So I would be on my hood in like a second, and like, there'd be like 6 more cops on scene. Like, what is this guy doing? They'd be like, I'm just going home from work. F you guys. But, yeah.
So we have been on now for an hour and a half.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Get off.
Right. All you
dogs-
18
hot dogs
people
and
out
donuts.
there, smash that lizardy like button, guys. Yo.
Smash it.
18 people watching.
Right?
Boom. And make sure you tune in tomorrow, guys, for Mining After Dark.
Yo.
And Nemesis. 8 o'clock Central Standard Time on your favorite channel here, DCA Adventure.
9 o'clock
yeah.
if you're on the East Coast, like where all the cool people live.
Central.
Central is where all the normal people are. We don't want to be cool. We just want to be normal.
Normal.
You got the
What is
Illuminati on that other side of the coast.
We're just trying to be normal.
Right?
Do you think it's a coincidence our logo is 2 A's?
The all-seeing eye. That's it.
Right?
But yes, definitely. If you guys are here for the first time, please subscribe, hit the bell notifications. That way you don't miss out on tomorrow's show.
And at least
definitely
share
join
this
us on our Discord.
and share this video with at least one other person. It helps us get this awesome knowledge out to all of you guys.
We would
Yo.
appreciate that greatly.
I mean,
Literally.
Friday
Wherever.
nights are us hanging out with you. You guys could fire off questions, be a part
Yeah,
of
man.
the conversation.
We'll talk about anything. Just hop in the chat.
Right? Yo.
Yeah.
I have a request for anybody out there. If you've been paying attention to Instagram, my transmission just blew. I have a new car.
I thought that was a TikTok.
If you could please buy a shirt, afford to fix that thing, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I don't think you blew up your transmission. I think, is it an automatic or a manual?
It's a manual.
Manual.
You just blew out the clutch.
I hope so. I hope so.
You only blew out the clutch.
I mean, he's
You
still
probably-
looking at like
you-
$700 probably.
If you're moving around the shifter and it's not doing anything,
You
it's
need a
because
flywheel, it's gonna be like
your
$1,000.
clutch you're not able to, the clutch isn't disengaging off the gear.
So either I'm gonna need 700 or $1,000 or a whole new transmission.
I'm
One of the three
No,
options here.
you're not gonna replace the transmission, just the inside.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And there on manual transmissions, there's actually less to break. You would have to basically, while you're driving at highway speeds, stuff the clutch.
Dump it to second.
Dump it. No, dump it in the reverse. That's
I
going
didn't
to be
even make it to the highway.
Fucking feel it.
I
Ludicrous
didn't
speed.
even make it to the highway. It broke down like on the way to the highway.
yeah. Your shift fork probably broke on it.
I hope that's what it is.
Probably all it is. And if you're gonna drop the trans, you might as well put a new clutch pack in there. Have the flywheel resurfaced. You know. That's the
Yeah.
mechanic in me saying this now.
Don't,
I mean,
do
the clutch
do
still
not
works,
replace
I
the
just
clutch
can't-
without
No, the
servicing
clutch-
flywheel.
The clutch
transmission
feels
was
like
screaming
it.
at me. It was screaming at me, like it literally making a freaking screaming noise.
Yeah, that's the throwout bearing.
You know, or maybe you just ran out of freaking material on your clutch and it had enough of you and said F off.
No, because then he
Nope,
would be
I'm
able
done.
he would be able to disengage it and actually still throw it in the gear. But if your clutch stops disengaging, you will not be able to get it in any gear.
Oh, true.
Like
But
what
also,
I've
too,
told
usually the pedal
people
goes to the
is
Fingers
floor then,
crossed.
right?
what I've told people whenever their clutch goes out and they're able to still engage and disengage the clutch, it's like I'm like, turn off the car, put it in the first gear, then start the car. And they're like, how'd you know that would work? I'm like, it's very common. It's harder to go down in gear while the engine's running than it is to go up in gear, because you can go up in gear with no clutch.
Yeah,
How'd
just
you
match the
know that? I'm
RPMs.
smarter than you.
Just match those RPMs and like click right in gear.
Yeah, if you broke a synchronizer, you would it sounded like you were a diesel truck driver. If you can't find it, grind it.
It wasn't like that kind of a grind. It literally sounded like my car was screaming at me.
Yeah, that's in your clutch.
Or you got a really loose drive belt.
I checked the belts.
Nah, your clutch gave out on you. That's all. Very common.
hope
Very,
so.
very
I
common.
hope it's not a, $1,000, $2,000 freaking transmission.
Well,
Aren't
I'll
you?
just let you know from experience, the guy's gonna write you up for everything. Like,
Not my guy, because I've been working with this guy for about 10 years. We have a
10?
relationship. Like, he will fix my car and not charge me for it up front, but I still gotta pay him eventually.
Right.
So if
Got
you
a
guys
DCA
can
into
help
that
out,
car.
you know, I only make like $4 a shirt, so it $5 a
I
shirt.
was about to say you make $4 an hour. I'm like, you need to find
No,
a job, bro.
no.
You're in the wrong.
If you guys type in
business.
free shipping in the discount code, you can get free shipping on Dogecoin.
Oh,
Oh, yo.
giveaway.
So I would appreciate any help.
So yes, guys, check out dogelord.com. Yo.
Link down in the description below.
Kids,
Or if you want to help support a fellow miner too, you know.
They don't want to do that. They want to help me with my transmission issue.
Well, I'm telling them after they get something from
he's
you,
like, that guy's mine.
buy
He
that
makes money anyway.
buy that really cool shirt he has, and then buy one of these awesome hats afterwards. Yo.
Or that sweatshirt right there.
Oh, I like that sweatshirt too.
yeah.
I almost want to buy that, dude. I'm just saying.
I'm actually planning on making
like,
one
dude.
of these in black.
Dude,
Buy it.
I knew you want to.
Right?
Help support his broken clutch.
It'd be greatly appreciated.
man.
And thank you all for being here. We really appreciate hanging out with you guys, enjoying a good laugh, some solid, conversation.
Shinnick, you just donated to the swear jar. I'm just saying.
What did he say? Where
That
is it?
last comment he made.
Oh. Holy shite.
He
Said, I can
said
build a
the S
computer from
word.
scratch, but can't do diddly with an
Shite.
I'm actually one of the weird ones. Okay, so I'm a huge
She-talking
gearhead,
mushrooms.
and I mean a huge gearhead. I build drag racing motors and stuff. So
Six,
Yeah,
like,
spin that cam bear and tell you what.
you better fix that. You might have a flat tire.
Silly.
Then you get a really bad vacuum leak.
oh,
Right.
Mark said he used to build drift cars. Mark,
Hey,
you
I
and
used-
need to
I did that
talk
one
about
too.
the,
I had a '99 limited edition Toyota Supra. Yo.
A 99, huh? Wasn't
Yeah.
that last year they made those body style?
Yeah. That was the limited edition. Yeah.
What'd you end up paying for that when you bought it? If you don't
When
mind me
I
asking?
bought it,
20
it
grand.
had 20,000 miles on it.
bad.
I paid I think it was like $32,000. Yeah, like
now
32.
share everybody how much you sold it for.
Over $100,000 when I got done. But it had
I agree, Mark.
had a-
LS swapped the world.
It had a 10-point roll cage in there. It had AM coilovers, control arms in there.
And you were spraying nitrous with 1,000 wheel horsepower,
No, actually, I took the turbo in there and put an anti-lag system in it. So
Yeah.
basically, you put a turbo, like a jet-powered motor that runs off of your gas right into the exhaust system. So even when you shift, the only thing that you hear is the blow-off valve, and the turbo never down spools. It stays at full RPM.
Yeah.
And you can take pictures of it at night, and it's just glowing underneath the hood. I mean, the whole,
Like hold my
blow up
beer.
at all.
like I would sit there, like after I do a race, I would have to change the oil, and it was like scorched from the turbo.
Yeah.
And I had
Surprised, A turbo heat's no joke.
oh no, yeah, not at all. I had
Talking
I had an extra
1,500 to 2,000 degrees.
I had an extra oil cooler in there, plus an extra container that held 9 more quarts of oil in it.
Oh, you had like a dry sump or a wet
Yeah,
sump?
I had a dry sump, a dual dry sump system in there,
Nice.
and I was actually not using regular oil in there. I was using diesel oil because diesel oil
that
holds
purple
up
in
to
there,
the
too.
it holds up to the
That's
to the
a Royal
heats.
P.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting there running T4. It was what was it? Yeah, the T4 diesel oil. So,
Crazy.
oh yeah, thick
crazy.
oil, thick. And even then, after 4 or 5 heats,
Yeah. Like
Scorched.
6 pulls and you got to rebuild.
gotta change the oil out. And then I'm cutting open every oil filter, going, please don't see any bearing material. No bearing material. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, right.
Because you would never. We had to
It's like
rebuild.
overclocking your computer. Same thing.
I had to rebuild the turbo twice, and rebuild the bottom end of the motor once, because it starts spitting out bearing material into
Oh yeah.
it.
Once the bottom goes, you're screwed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the bottom went first, and
You
I
can
didn't.
rebuild heads a couple times.
I didn't
but-
catch the crankshaft at first, and it sent bearing material into the turbo, and that's what made the first turbo
Yeah,
fail.
Turbos don't like shrapnel.
No, and that's
liquid hot metal shards.
and that's when I learned that you can actually put a high velocity centrifugal filter into the line for your turbo.
catch the metal particles.
Yeah, that it was kind of cool. It would just you would see the outer edge like just start filling up with bearing material. That's how I knew my crankshaft was wasted.
like when you drop the trans pan and you see all the transmission stuff down there.
Yeah, you're like, oh man.
You run a magnet in your transmission pan and you're like, where did this come from?
Yep, Mark, it's the Rotilla.
Oh man,
it is.
We better hop off here
40.
before people get angry with us.
So, I hope everybody has enjoyed the stream. Hope everybody has had a great night, and
stay
be
tuned.
sure to comment down below what you love most about everything that we do here on DCA Venture.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we can refer back to this video for a later giveaway.
Ooh.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, you know,
If people just keep fucking cussing, maybe we'll
Oh!
Yeah, you can't call the shit poop either.
Oh!
I agree with that 100%.
Right. And
Call
we
it like
hope
it
to
is.
see you all tomorrow, guys, at Mining After Dark. Yo.
Nice.
Where you will see me and this guy here. Oh. Talking about all that mining sexual goodness. Ooh.
Forever hot.
Eternal hodl.
Forever.
Right.
Eternal.
So we hope that you guys enjoyed this, and we'll definitely see you guys tomorrow. Yo.
Peace out.
Later, guys.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.